I'm honored here tonight to be here, invited here by Reverend Haynes and the St.Peter Parish Church. The theme of Make a U-Turn, what a mighty God we serve. I'm here to assist with presenting the evolution of Johno's skate shop. My name is Stephen Austin. This is my son, Jonathan Austin. And I'm here today as a father first, as well as a mentor and a business partner to my son's business called Johno Skate Shop. Proud I am to share with you a special journey of my son. Not only to share the journey of success, but the journey of fighting those challenges, the journey of resilience. This is the journey that helps to mold the person we become today. Johno, at 11 years old in 2014, was diagnosed with severe gastroparesis, or something to explain simply, a slow emptying of your stomach. When you eat, you don't think of it going down, it just goes. His would take a long time to go, and eventually he would throw up. So he fed off of a tube placed in his stomach, feeding his intestines for 18 hours a day. And this was combined with not being able to eat for 1 year. So he did this for 1 year. So 6 ounces, I don't know if you know what 6 ounces is, but 6 ounces is a little bit of thing, fed into a pump from an IV bag through his stomach, a hole in his stomach. He still has it today. And it fed into his intestines to give him nutrition, and he was 52 pounds. It was a time where we didn't know what to do. We did not know what caused it, and we were really challenged with finding the solution here with the medical, various doctors and such like. So we ended up going overseas. As a man, as a manager, as a husband, and as a father, I always believed that my role was to organize, to protect, to shelter, to comfort, to teach, and to love and nurture, and find solutions to problems, help, guide, and just make life easier. Johno's illness was life-changing, not only for him, but for my wife, Dida, and our daughter, Jasmine, and for me as a father. I didn't know what to do, who to turn to. After his first hospital visit, Johno asked me to buy a skateboard for him, and I bought it at Walmart. And from that day on, in June 2014, Johno's passion has been skateboarding. His escape from the health challenges has been skateboarding all through. I remember one day in hospital, Johno asked me, why am I sick? I thought about it and told him, I don't know. He said, maybe it's to make me stronger. I said, maybe. He said, maybe it's to make me stronger to help other people. But Daddy, how do you help other people? I said, Jonathan, what you're doing now, being strong, is helping other people. You just continue to get better, and we will find a way to help others by sharing your story. The journey led Johno to being fitted with a gastric pacemaker in his stomach, and this allowed Johno to eat with minimal symptoms. And I can't gloss over that. There were points where people, doctors, everybody tell you, drink Epsom salts, walk in the seat backwards, put oil on your head. We prayed, we gave ourselves, our hearts and our thoughts to God, because that was the only person that gave us guidance. There was a point in the hospital where we spent 7 days. I spent 7 days alone, and then I called for my wife to join me because I thought we could have gone up and get a quick fix and come home. And my wife came up, and I went into a hotel and stayed for 1 night while she was in the hospital, because for 7 nights I was in the hospital with Johno and hearing things beeping, and it was stress. And after I spent that 1 night in the hotel, and I came back to the hospital, when I prayed that night, and I was told, go and question, go and ask, don't accept. And they went back to the doctor the next morning, and they told him, not accepting that y'all can't figure this out. Y'all went to school for so long. I ain't went to school as long as y'all, but y'all went to school for long, you should have the solution. And eventually it led us to Arnold Palmer Hospital in Orlando. And that same day, I got there at 5 o'clock in the morning. And that same day at 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, we were traveling on a, Didi was in the ambulance and I was in the car driving behind 4 hours from Miami to Orlando to go to do a 24-hour study to find out what was wrong with our son. But only through prayer and faith and understanding that God had an answer for us, that we were able to find that answer by opening our hearts. So I say that to say that all was not lost, and there was hope. The gastric pacemaker is like a heart pacemaker, and it was in his stomach that gave pulses to his stomach and allowed him to eat after 1 year of always feeling hungry. By 2019, we settled into almost normal life with just an annual checkup overseas. Now, before that, we were going 7 times a year to the States. Several doctors here in Barbados. Sometimes it was an infection from the procedures that he had, that we had to go back up. So it was a bit frustrating. But during that time, Johno found the skateboarding. In 2020, in the middle of the fight of COVID, we had to travel, and at this time, the pacemaker stopped working. He asked the doctor if it could be taken out. He reasoned if it was not working for 6 months because it was shocking him, then he was fine. Why leave it inside his stomach? The doctor agreed and said he would turn it off for 2 or 3 weeks. And if no symptoms, would take out the pacemaker. Now, this is the dead of COVID. When we went up there, I sanitized the whole plane. I cleaned the plane for American Airlines. I wiped it down. I put on 3 masks. We went up there. We was frightened. We didn't talk to nobody. It was really, really frightening. But again, we knew that we were cloaked in the armor of God's grace. We spent 2 weeks there, and with that, I was doing Zoom meetings, and he was questioning life, as he does. He's a quiet fellow, but he has some serious questions asking. He was asking and discussing his education and said, "But Daddy, I don't know why you're doing marketing and management at community college. It don't make sense to me. To continue, then go on to university, I don't know if I want to do that." And, you know, the marketing seems a little old-fashioned. They're talking about Coca-Cola and how they made their brand. Well, he understood it. He said they needed to have something more practical, like social media and marketing and Instagram and such like. But they didn't touch on that at all during his time at school. So he said, "I really would like to open my own skate shop." I told him to write a business plan. I really just told him that to get him off of my head. I was busy doing some work. So I said, "Write a business plan." I said, "I wonder if you can come up with one now." So he wrote the business plan. And my only comment was that he did not do research on the competition in Barbados. His answer was, "Do not worry, there are no more other skate shops in Barbados. And how I would define myself is not only by the product that I offer, but the service and attention to detail." And for that, I said, "I got you, son. I can help you." Johno's Skate Shop was born in October 2020, and the rest has been a roller coaster. Recently, a friend said, "I see Johno doing great things. I'm always seeing him on social media. It's great you're helping him to do the marketing, etc." I don't do the marketing, guys. I am not involved in that. He does all himself. I must admit, I do assist, and we have numerous discussions, sometimes arguments, but you know, father and son, we work it out. In the beginning, I guided him to secure financing to start the business. And he borrowed funds from the trust fund. A lot of people don't know about this trust fund. It's about $5,000 you can borrow in the first instance. And you can start your own business. So you don't have to go big. You can start small. He did that, and he sold out in 3 weeks. And he flipped that, and he went on, and he paid it back. I remember also spending every evening for a year, since 2021, doing deliveries with him. So we got very close. And I'm a stickler for good customer service. So I was like, "What you did that for?" And he has a real opinion. So he used to tell me, "Man, let me be. I can be okay." And I could say that today he is okay. He is great, actually. He's better than me, and I don't like to boast and my head ain't too big, but he does a great job. He has a real way about dealing with people and about delivering excellent customer service. Johno built his website and all the marketing, Didia, and which is my wife right here. We always offer comments and guidance. Jasmine, our daughter, she's very opinionated, and she also offers good comments and guidance. And worked over Christmas, and whenever she's needed, she steps up to the plate. So this is a fully supported family business. Part of his whole role, though, is that he always wanted to give back. And part of his give back is that 5% of his sales go towards kids that need medical help. And he will talk more about that, and I'm not here to talk any more about that. But I will say this, in everything in life, we need to understand the purpose. And I see some young people in here. I see some older ones as well. And many of us don't even understand what our purpose are, and we are a lot older. But from any age, we can all figure out what is our purpose. People get confused with short-term goals and become reactive rather than proactive and figuring out the needs and values that drive them. Finding your true passion is more than likely what will make you truly happy. For our quest to find answers to the question, we have to search inwardly. Put purpose before goals and focus on what you have to be thankful for, what you have and what we have, and these are just a few of the ways we can answer this question. I believe Johno has found his purpose and is living his passion through Johno's Skate Shop and Johno Cares too. And now this project of Johno's mobile shop, and for this I remain thankful for the prayers and the love and the grace of God who gave Johno a chance to fulfill his purpose. We're reminded in 2 Corinthians 9:11-12, you will be enriched in every way so that you can be generous on every occasion, and through us your generosity will result in thanksgiving to God. This service that you perform is not only supplying the needs of the Lord's people, but is also overflowing in many expressions of thanks to God. I'm honored and proud to introduce my son, Jonathan Austin of Johno Skate Shop.